Hey guys, Colbert here. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I just want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to every one of you guys. I hope you spend your time with your family, friends, and loved ones, of course. Yeah, just happy holidays. I hope you have a good time. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. This year has been amazing for me. We just reached 19,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it's all because of you guys. We've got the 10x going on right now. We'll go over this for this video and the 10x that's coming on Sunday. There's going to be a different one with other champions in it. And of course, we'll open some void shards for this one, but not too many, guys, because just want to stress this, that next week we're going to have a 2x on voids. So if you don't have a void legendary, opening shards now, it's risky. Okay, it's risky because I'll explain why. Okay, let's go over the 10x that's going on right now. It's Serenity. Serenity is an amazing champion, game-breaking champion, I would say, for a new account. Even for my account, it will bring so many more opportunities to try out stuff. He does a ton of damage. He brings in the unkillable. He's just a really cool champ. That's why I want to open some shards and test my luck, honestly, because the chance to summon is still the same. It's 0.5%. It's not double. It's nothing too crazy. But if you guys have a new account and you want to open up some ancient shards, I would say open up the ancient shards right now, because if you're a brand new account, you want to have this champion right here, Stagnite, guys. If you haven't seen Stagnite and what he does, we'll go over this very fast. He applies a decreased speed on his A1, his default skill, which is amazing. It's a 2-hit attack also. He hits quite hard, by the way, for an epic champion who is a support. And then attacks all enemies with his A2, decrease defense and decrease attack with an amazing chance, 95% when fully booked. It goes to 100 with the support masteries. You just take those and just lean back and watch Stagnite perform magic in the dungeons. He's amazing every single one of the dungeons, even the dragon dungeon, which is, you know, weak affinity, where he is weak affinity. And then his passive increases accuracy on an ally for 1 turn each time the ally has a debuff resisted. This is really cool. Of course, now we've got that new dwarf rare that has the very similar buff to everyone, but this one on a passive that activates all the time. When you get a resist, it's amazing and it's really useful, especially with when you're lacking accuracy in your team. So definitely a solid pull if you can do some ancient shards here, guys. The other ones, Jingle Hunter is okay if you pull it for the lead in speed. Rainbees used to be good, but he's 2019 champion for sure, guys. Not anymore. He's not the overpowered epic that he was when he was first introduced into the game. And then Frostbringer, it's okay, but again, out of all these, if you can get Saganai, then you should be happy. Then let's go for Cernic. Cernic, you guys know that he's a good champion, but the chances to summon him are very low. I already pulled some voids off the video. I'm gonna pull some now. I'm gonna pull, I think, 10, and that's my limit. Okay, guys, because I pulled already a few, and it's basically a waste because I'm just pulling rares and epics, and the chance is still 0.5%. Even if I get a legendary, there's still, you know, it's a 10x on Cernic, but there's so many legendaries in there that there's still some chance for you to get a bad one in there. So I should have kept them for the 2x, hoping to get something good. Last 2x, guys, I got Ursaga. Ursaga is okay. She's used for some PvP teams in there, more tanky teams, but I already have things like a Krisk, which I think it's much better in terms of tankiness. She's got her uses though, and I wish I can get something now with the last 3. I'm not gonna open any more. I want to save those for the next 2x. One more after this, and that's gonna be it, guys. We just got destroyed. I think I opened about 20, 25. Yeah, I'm just getting a few points for the event that's going on. That's fine. It was a waste, but look at all those ancients, guys. I'm saving all my ancients, by the way, because during the next 2x on ancients, it's gonna be my birthday. It's gonna be on the Sunday, going on to Monday, basically, when the 2x is gonna be on. I'll be streaming and opening shards right when you know, midnight comes and it's my birthday. So if you guys want to save some ancients and open those with me, then this is your chance, guys. Because on the next 2x, if my calculations are correct, it's gonna be my birthday, and I hope I have a fun stream and open all my ancients for you guys to watch it. So on the next 10x that we have, guys, it's on Sunday. Once this Serenity 10x finishes, then the next one comes. We did get a few, by the way, gifts today from Plarium, but still save them, guys. Don't open the Sacred. The Sacred gives you nothing in terms of legendaries, so go for Ancients, which is a good chance to pick up an epic. So let's go to the news section and see the other legendaries that are available on the next 10x. So it says on Sunday, going all the way until 8 UTC in the morning on Tuesday, December 29th, we're going to have Grunge Killjoy, Attack the Wandering, Rector Dwarf, Aox the Rememberer, and of course, your Carl the Scourge available through the 10x. Let's go over those champions. I already did Attack. I'm not too excited about Attack. I don't know about the other content creators, but I didn't really enjoy Attack as a champion. I don't think he is relatively better than other champions that we already have. The other two I honestly didn't even check. Aox to remember also, and Yakarl. We're going to check out them right now. So let's go over to Yakarl. I think he is Barbarian. Let's go. He should have been the fusion for Christmas. In my opinion, he's the only champion that you go in the page and you see a totally different screen. I think they put in a ton of time in here. And for what? To just have this champion come in for just a summon through voids. It would have been so much better if he was the actual fusion champion. Look at that. You can even see the moon behind him right there. Though it doesn't, you can't see it if you look at him through the sides. Only if you look at him through a specific angle. So his A1 attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 20% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn. Will ignore shield buffs if there are one or more enemies under freeze debuffs. Will ignore block damage. If there are 2 or more enemies under freeze debuffs, will ignore 30% of the target's defense. If there are 3 or more enemies under freeze debuffs. So get him in there with a freezer, a Gurgo, a Torment. It's amazing to take your Carl in there with him. Then the A2 Blizzard Rider attacks when enemy has a 75% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 3 turns and a 75% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn. Also steals 100% of the target's turn meter and places a 30% increased speed buff on this champion for 3 turns. I do like this one, but again, the cooldown's a bit too long for such a skill. I think yeah, okay. The cooldown is reasonable because you steal 100% turn meter. Basically goes from a 3 turn to a 2 turn cooldown. Okay, the cooldown is just fine. Not sure about the multipliers of this champion, but I do think he must be doing some good damage. Haven't tested it out personally. I don't think I'll test him anytime soon unless I get lucky next week, guys. And then his A3. I do like this though. The 100% turn meter steal and the increased speed. I do like this because there's a ton of uses for this one, except the clan boss, of course. And then Glaciate attacks by an enemy 3 times. If the target is under a freeze debuff, removes the debuff after attacking and places it on all enemies except the initial target. Oh yeah, this one is good. You freeze one person, then you can just apply it on everybody else. Will also attack all enemies except the initial target after the 3rd hit. Okay, there's an AoE, there's a freeze. The freeze debuff will be placed on all other enemies, even if the initial target dies before the freeze debuff is removed. Okay, this one is cool. I guess this one will be his hard-hitting skill. What I don't like about champions that are attack-based is when they require also accuracy to be, effective in utilizing all their kits. So if you need to get a ton of accuracy, then it limits you from going into arena and actually doing the maximum amount of damage that you can, because you need at least 200, 300, 400 accuracy to actually utilize this guy to the best of his potential. And when you do that, when you get 400 accuracy, you're going to miss out on the chest with attack percent, on the banner from having accuracy there instead of attack. So there's a ton of limitations. This guy has a ton of attack and his base, which then limits you because you're going to be focusing also on accuracy for him to be stealing the turn meter and applying freeze. So I'm guessing he might not be as great as he is on paper, as he is shown. I think Hades did a video on this guy already. Haven't checked it out. And then his passive got a 5-turn cooldown, decreases the damage this champion receives by 10%, and increase the damage this champion inflicts by 10% if there are 1 or more enemies under freeze debuffs. Increase this champion's speed by 15 and resistance by 50. 50 if there are 2 or more enemies under freeze debuffs. Wow. 50 resistance if you got 2 or more enemies. Wow, that's really cool. He can get his resistance way up. I like this one. I think this one's a cool effect because it gives you a ton of speed, it gives you a ton of resistance if you can apply freezes. So of course, getting champions in with him that apply freeze must be really good. And then place an unkillable buff on this champion for 2 turns whenever there are 3 enemies under freeze debuffs. Yeah. Whatever. The unkillable is only an active effect. I'm not sure about, I'm not sure why you would activate this. Okay, I guess it's like a skill that activates immediately when 3 freezes are there. Yeah, this champion overall looks good. He has a high base attack. I think he might be worth it for you guys to pull. Again, the 2x is the best time to pull in terms of getting a legendary to double the chances, literally. This guy, yeah, he will need a ton of gear to be effective for you guys. So if you're a brand new account, don't go for the 10x. I'll say just go for the 2x. Hopefully you'll get something like a Krisk or maybe a CV that's literally groundbreaking. Then the other 10x guys are the epics. Again, the epics, you will be able to pull them through ancient shards and sacreds like Aox. Remember, he's a lizard man. I think he's got a great where is it? This one, this heal is so good. 3 turns cooldown, and then his A3, the decreased attack and decreased critical rate is also really beneficial. I'm not sure about the clan boss, but he looks to be like a cool champion out of all the others. There's also the Knights Revenant one. This girl right here, Rector Droth. She's got a decreased attack on the A1. She's got a perfect heal and continuous heal, and then she's got a revive on her A3. I think she's gonna be the one that you need to go all the way to Faction Wars 21 if you can pick her up. She also has a nice passive with Veil and Perfect Veil. And then finally, guys, Grunch Killjoy. He's the guy who steals Christmas. He even has the sword of, I think this is Serenic's sword, if I remember correctly. Somebody posted it on Reddit. This guy definitely looks cool. Always Plarium is top notch on the graphics. He's got a block buffs on the A1, a bomb debuff. Has a 50% chance of placing a bomb debuff that detonates after 1 turn as an AoE. Pretty cool as a bomb champion, but bombs are a bit underpowered even after so many buffs. And then he also has a cleanse on the A3, and then the passive fills the turn meter whenever a bomb debuff detonates to an enemy. So maybe he's useful for a cool bomb kind of squad, but he's a support. I would rather have him as an attack-based champion, so you can utilize the high attack with the bombs, get some big numbers in terms of damage. But he's, I'm guessing, there for the utility of the bombs. Right, guys, so this was the video. Just Merry Christmas for you guys. I just went over the 10x. I'm not going to be pulling any more shards even on Sunday when the 10x rotates, gets to the other one. Next week, I'm just going to open my remaining voids. Maybe I get some through the clan boss, or maybe there is an extremely good pack. The packs that we had so far for Christmas were kind of bad, which is good because I bought a TV. So that's it. That's it for this video, guys. Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoy your holidays. Have a good time. And guys, I'll see you on stream tonight. There's a link down below in my description. I'm also giving out an account takeover to anybody who's interested to try out World War Dough. There's a link in my latest community post, so check that out. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.